I know it's a very big. Sorry,
there's a question. Kelly Africa would like to ask something. Let me unmute you.
Okay.
Kelly.
Yeah. Hi, good evening. Thank you very much. My question is that I've watched literature and that needs to sink in, but my question is it now that you need to do a research about your DNA to know to heal yourself? Because if you want to do that, then it's a long path, because yeah, that's how I see it right now. And you're showing your point of view of the Chinese DNA and that Chinese history. So I understand that I could not compare myself with that DNA as well, because I'm not Chinese, but my origin is from Africa. But is that the same method that you think I should apply as well to figure out how to heal myself? I hope that my question is clear.
Yes, your question actually at the 2 point there. One, why is it that DNA, doesn't matter, you're from Africa, you're from China, you're from Europe, we're all humans. DNA is the humans, okay? Secondly, yes, there's a lot of work we have to do, because now, like I said, just use myself as an example, right? My father died because of lung illnesses, and my grandfather at that time, right? Yep. That quite a while ago, my great grandfather and thing. And so the DNA come down is I was born with defects on the lung because of my asthma, okay, my lung illnesses and eczema and asthma, and so are my boys. But like I said, and I came to London, right? It doesn't help with the hay fever, and it was terrible. Oh, blinking out, And I tried all the medicine, Chinese herbalist, we call Wai Dan, external medicine. And also I tried the Western or the puff, and then all the inhaler thing doesn't work at all. And the only thing that I fall back in of, is the spontaneous. So the spontaneous, and everything cough out, and I cough out black stuff, really thick. I don't know what it is, but about 3 months, the body was cell healing, right? Yes. And I can breathe. Now, I'm telling you that at that time of 30 odd years ago now, I was suffering, and now I'm almost 70. So for almost 30, 40 years, I haven't even touched one bit of a medicine. I'm just relying on myself, doing the spontaneous, the Qigong side. Okay, yeah. So to me, I think my DNA must have been changed, because at the end of the day, right, it was passed down to me. And then without using any medications, my body seems to change. My body was adjusting myself. Yes, we need a lot of more research to get more data. And that's why you're correct, very correct. There's a lot of work to be done, but it is universal, isn't it? DNA, yeah, okay. I hope the answer, you're happy with that. Yes, Kelly, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. Thank you very much. I was just listening and just take it in. But I totally understand on that point of view, indeed, and you gave a good example, because indeed, people going to, in Dutch we say evaluatie, they change, the DNA change, evaluation. So indeed, if I go back to my mother and my dad history, how they eat and how my great parents eat and my uncle and all my aunties eat, I see a different change, because I choose, for example, not to eat meat. But I know that physically there's a big change in my body, and I need to adjust that as well. But yeah, I think in this self-healing, you're just changing a pattern from the people before you, and you just sorry, I so much information, I'm very happy, but it's like a small clue I have, like changing the pattern in your body and listening to your body to heal itself, because your body will give you the alarm or give you the sign like, whoa, I don't need this anymore. So you need to change your habit. And then, yeah, through your journey, you will know what your body needs. And that's something I want to learn here. It's like, how do you know what your body needs besides like sugar and other food? Because we're talking about DNA, but food is also your medicine as well. But hopefully you
Yes,
will
nutrition. Yeah.
nutrition indeed.
It's
Nutrition.
also is a biological energy, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, thank you
Great.
very much. Yeah.
Pleasure. Any more? Controller, Nancy?
Yes, there were a few questions. I'm trying to find Jason.
Oh,
Yeah, Jason had a question. Are you saying there are higher beings outside of Earth or advanced humans?
come again?
Jason's question was, are you saying there are higher beings, question mark, outside Earth or advanced humans outside Earth? Yeah, I think so.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's like I said, you know, the vast universe out there, which you can see it now today with all the scientific advancement. Okay, yeah. So I'm sure we are not. And when you compare the size, even like the dust of our own galaxy, and there's numerous galaxies out there. So we are only the living life form in the universe? Come on. You know, so I mean, I'm up to for myself, obviously, it must be gotten billions of them. We know now with the billions of Earth planet like all around, you know, even I know it's in many hundreds of light years away, but you know, scientists have done a brilliant job. I mean, if there's Earth-like planets up there, well, what are the chances of having life form even similar to us? Yes, of course they are higher beings because they are intelligent than us. If they can do that kind of traveling around, true. So yes, I do think that we're just. I'm sure you read it as well because some scientists were saying that we are experimental things. You know, we're just experiments because if you look at the evolution strand, right, from single cell, right, we're from the ocean. Okay, we climb up to land from the fishes. That's why we smell fishes sometimes, you know. Okay, so we turn into mammals standing up. So from that is, I think, 4.6 billion years, the Earth evolution time, and then right up to here, and then from monkey, suddenly we jump up to be from Homo erectus, we go to Homo sapiens. And that is a hairline. So if we follow that kind of evolution strange, there's no way we should be down there. But obviously something was intercept here. So like I said, there's all hypothesis, and we all different race, all different scientists, all, you know, all different scientists, we're trying to do it, find out. So it's a very big topic. But like I said, I only do my little contribution of it to find out, you know, how the Chinese were looking at the qi, the energy, how there's susceptibility, right, the cosmic and human energy, and also interaction between cosmic and human energy. So it's only a little fraction of it. But like I said, the rest of them, I'm not an expert. I'm only specializing in internal medicine, Taoist medicine. Okay.
Sifu, can you hear me, Sifu, at all?
Yes.
Oh, you can. Sorry. No, it's just such a big point. But in terms of the I Ching, you think that it could have come from outside of Earth. I mean, it's a huge point. I mean, I think surely there is although I think there's a lot of mystery to where it's come from. I think that's the big question. But it seems like a mathematical model created by someone of the building blocks of the universe. So surely a human at some point could have worked that out.
Exactly. Yeah, you already got your answer to your question. Now I'm talking about Taoism. right? It's only around about roughly about 3,000 years ago. We're talking about it, right? Yeah. And then obviously Confucians, also about the end of Zhou dynasty. And then Confucian and Taoism, we all study from the yin and yang. So the Yi Jing, there are three Yi Jings. So the written one is only 5,000 years, okay? So now the Pakwa, the encryption and the yin and yang principle, the Yi Jing talk about it, all this, it come from the encryption, the quartz, you know, these strokes. And then even then further down, so with the Chinese, we also found a pyramid. So it's like you say, it's an evolution, isn't it? So when I look at this, that's why I spent 7 years to try to go into a little bit detail. So you're correct. We don't know. I couldn't answer, you know, who we are, right? And there's loads of things. It's a block of evolution. That's all I can say.
So there's a higher intelligence that is ancient, a higher intelligence that's ancient, and yet still you know, in terms of the origins, it's still very hard to understand how something so long ago was so intelligent.
I agree fully with you. And also don't forget 4.6 billion years of the, you know, formations of the planets, and only here. So yeah, you're telling me that 4.6 billion years the Earth was formed, there are no life form, there's no civilization. Come on. So how did it destructive? Is it like in the comet strike Earth and kill all the dinosaurs? I'm sure over 4.6 billion years, there must be plenty of civilization. So these things could be left over by previous civilization, because these tribes supposed to have found it. They dig it out or something, right? So to me, yes, whoever put this, right? And for Fuxi, the tribe that found 600,000 years ago, of course, they have very high intelligence. To have the few stroke like that, give us the binary code, right? Few stroke like that to give up the DNA, okay, yeah, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I fully agree with you. There must be civilization higher being before us.
It's a lot to think about. Thank you.
I saw this video of missing links from Greg Braden. He was showing us results and research about chromosome number 2. Normally the telomeres would be at the end of the chromosome, but in chromosome 2, the telomeres are detached to each other at the center of the chromosome. And he was asking then, why did they change? Why did only that chromosome has been changed by putting the telomeres facing each other instead of at the end? So he says that, yeah, why are we put on this earth? So it's very interesting. They even had a very serious conference on only talking about chromosome 2. So yeah, it's very fascinating to deep dive into it.
Yeah, but one thing I want to remind all of us, right? Yeah, all this data is very important to sustain, right, the source of our knowledge. But remember, data is important, but we specialize in methodologies. The exercises, how we're using exercises without using, you know, all the medications. Now, this is another really, you know, shall we say, difficult topic we're talking about. Okay, yeah, good.
Ivy had a question. As you said, it was a very fascinating theory. Thank you for that. Could Elon Musk exploration of space bring us to this galaxy?
Who?
Elon Musk.
Yeah, what about?
Could he bring us to this galaxy?
Well, I can't answer for that. You better ask him. Well, yeah, anything is helpful, isn't it? So, like I said, we remember there's only one race on this planet, is a human race. So we should treat each other with respect. Okay, we should work together because we only got one planet. We haven't got the technology to migrate yet. So if we screw up this, like now with all the climate changing and things like that, if we don't really see to it, that would be the end of us. So there's even that is terrible, isn't it? So it's teach us a lot of more things. Our mind is open up a bit more, and we can look further instead of look like this, you know. Oh, Harry Potter's coming now. I could see his broomstick, yeah, it's flying around. Yeah. So I just try to tell people that drop that now. There's in the past, that kind of learning attitude is out of date now. So put our foot on the ground. True? Good.
Let me see. Dr. Willis, I saw raised her hand, but I'm not sure if she still has a question or it has been answered. But Dr. Warsell is thanking you for this wonderful class. One of the main something of the movie Contact is, if we were alone in the universe, it would be a waste of space. Nice. So yeah, Dr. Willis, want to thank you for this masterpiece and also your thesis.
No, thank you.
Yes, Nancy, thank you. Dear
Hello.
Professor, I want
Dr.
to
Willis, how are you?
congratulate you.
Hello.
Just to congratulate you, because what you present us is furthermore than your thesis, than your presentation. It's a masterpiece, really.
Oh, thank you. That's
amazing
why
how you put it together.
people say I'm mad. Now you're getting to my brain now.
It's wonderful. I was also wondering about the Bagua and the 8 encryptograms, where you see the 3 lines together and then 2 lines and one interrupted, like 001 and then 101. It also, besides the binary code, it seems like there is a line or the void in between the lines that talks about movement, because the 0, it's never in the same place. I mean, it's talking about movement also.
Yes, I'm sure it's a symbol, isn't it? So I'm sure, you know, everybody look at it. Just that's what in like even the Chinese character, which come from these lines, is a pictogram. So that's why there's a saying that our mentality is a little bit different from, you know, the people using the Arabic writing, what do you call the English writing, the alphabet, because the alphabet ABCD on its own mean nothing. You have to put ABCD into a word form to form something. But from the Chinese character, it's a picture. So when we look at a picture, I can look at it this way, and my brain will switch you to that thing, you know, from that angle. And even somebody right next to me, they look at the same picture, they could have seen of something else. So therefore, the people are saying that our mentality, because we're looking at this picture, we're growing up with this picture, all this line. So the Chinese mentality, that's why they call it inscrutable, I suppose. So we you know, because it's just our mentality is different. I mean, even today you can see that, you know, the way that our culture and things like that are quite different from the European way of thinking. But I'm sure because of, you know, the approach, is like looking at a picture, you know, it's more, we look at a thing from different angles, something like that. But I'm sure that there's more to it, to this encryptions, because when I look at it and I said, wow. Yeah, now when the pandemic was finished, and I said to Professor Rohn, one of my colleagues in the Shandong University, and we went there with them one time in the Beijing University, and we had some. I had some. You can see some of my pictures before, and I'm going to go back there because the other night I was working on this, and I suddenly say that, hey, that's a binary code, and it comes to here, and I'm sure if we extend it to a certain degree, when we form the binary code, it, you know, it just like dot, 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 and like the computer thing. I'm sure we can see a picture out there. And if you can see the picture and we can map the picture of the galaxy now, if we match that, my God, that's where we come from. So it'll be very interesting. And I'm sure, I hope in my lifetime, somebody will finish this. That would be interesting. Good.
Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you for your answer. Thank you.
Good, good, good. Okay. No, that's it. Thank you for coming. I'm Dr. Waikato.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Professor. Have a
Thanks,
good evening.
Good
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye,
Thank you,
Professor.
Professor.